Hi, everybody. We're back. We're fresh back from convention. Everybody is super excited. It was there. It was off the chart, and that's kind of what we're going to be doing today. Is talking a lot about that. Just for I think there's a few people here I don't recognize. So we'll start off. I'm going to be very quick on my initial stuff today, but because we have a lot to talk about. But well, this is called Mondays with Dale. And I welcome you to it. I'm Dale Franklin. The reason we do this call is very simple. To be in network marketing, be successful, I believe that you have to have a good support system. And the best way to do that is create a family type atmosphere, a place where people can go to learn, to stay on top of what's going on, and have a direct line when they need questions answered. So that's why we do this each week. And it changes from week to week. Sometimes we have 40 or 50 people on here. Sometimes we have less than a dozen. Sometimes people come on late. Some people see half of it. It's all right. We don't care. It's all about the connection. Being here and seeing other people on here, that when you do go to a convention or a regional meeting or anything like that, and you see somebody that you might see their name tag and go, oh, I know you from that meeting with Dale on Mondays or whatever. It creates that initial ability to come together. You know, it gives you that reason to chat. And what comes from that many times is lifelong friends. I know some of the people we were just at convention with hadn't known each other at all a year ago. And now they're like sisters or brothers. I mean, it's amazing how you see people join up and get those connections. And to me personally, that would be, if I was never going to make any money in this business, just those connections would be worth it to me. But obviously we're here to make money, and that's why we do this. So going from there, I talked about, you know, keeping people up to date, which means communication. And communication is the most important thing in this type of business. So, and when I say communication, I mean communication between each other, communication at the corporate level, so you know what's going on, with different messenger groups, so you have the ability to learn, to interact, to ask questions, get answers, and get them fairly quickly. So to start out with, for anybody that's new here, if you'd like my connections, if you got a piece of paper and a pen, I'll give you a couple quick pieces of information. My personal phone number, which you can use on as phone, as WhatsApp, Telegram, Viber. There's tons of ways you can reach me. My personal phone number, if you're out of the country, is the +1 802 343 9075. I'll say that one more time. The +1 802 343 9075. Feel free to reach out to me if you ever need me for anything. The way I work is, if you reach out to me, if you're just reaching out to me to ask a question that I think that you have access to, I will teach you how to find that answer. I'll send you so you'll know how to get access to all that kind of stuff. Because what I don't have the time for, and I'll be very honest, is having, you know, the same question asked to me a lot of times from the same people. So I want to make sure I show you the way to find the information. You know, it goes to that old adage about, you know, you can give a person a fish and feed them for a day, or teach them how to fish and feed them for a lifetime. It's the same thing with what I try to do. The next thing is, you want to reach me on Facebook. My Facebook address is facebook.com/DaleFranklin.378. That's DaleFranklin.378. That way you can reach me on Messenger. Feel free to become a friend with me on Facebook, and we can start helping you from that angle. But the whole idea is to give you every possibility to have access, so that you can get your questions answered and have the communication you need to build your business. Okay. Next thing, I want to just show you one more way. Let me share my screen very quickly. Okay. Where did I put it? Oh, I guess it's not on there. I guess it got kicked off. One sec. There it is. Okay, this is another way you can reach me. This is a website that one of my affiliates, Barb DeZetis, made for me. The reason we put this together is, once again, have you have a quick way to get information. Say that you can't, you reach out to me and you can't for some reason get me. Maybe I'm away for the day. Maybe I'm out of contact range, whatever it is. You can go here and there's going to be a lot of things that can help you here. We have the, the home page, which we try to keep things up to date. You can see Barb's already put on some information about one of our new products, Body Melt. We just added this little thing here, which shows you some of the places I've been with some of the people I've met. Fantastic times. And then there's down here's places for you to connect all our community, to learn about network marketing, to chat with me on WhatsApp. But and then we're working on an opportunity blog where you're going to be able to learn a lot of stuff, have us constantly putting information there. If you want to know more about Dale Franklin, here's a little blurb that you can go in and it'll tell you a little bit of my history so you'll know me a little better. But the important thing is connections. If you go to connections, this is where everything that you need is here. Okay, you can subscribe and give me your emails so that when we start doing newsletters and things like that, you'll be able to reach you. If there's the important thing about that, if there's something that happens that's very important, maybe we took on a new line and it's exploding in your country or something like that, I can reach out to the whole group by having everybody on that group. Okay, having a list of names. Here's a connection for Telegram and a place where you can come up here and click on it. If you don't have Telegram, that'll help you download it, and then you can go right to my Telegram site. Same thing. Here's a follow-up for, you can follow My Daily Choice on Facebook, our corporate office. You can subscribe on YouTube. I'm going to talk about that in a little bit. This is a little out of sync right now because we're doing some upgrades on this. So I think that my WhatsApp group, WhatsApp's not even on here at the moment, but we're changing things around, so make it even easier for you to use it. You can set up so you can follow me on Facebook. You can follow my network on Facebook. You can join different Facebook groups that are going to help you as far as keeping up to date on everything, learning stuff about the company. You have the Win Network, which is basically everybody from Chris Robinson down is in this group, and they're constantly working, constantly people asking questions, people giving answers, learning about what's coming up, what new opportunity presentations might be coming up. It just keeps you up to date on things. Win Testimonials, that is a whole group of testimonials about all our different products. So if you have somebody ask you about a certain product, you can probably go on there, and rather than you just describing it, nothing's more powerful than having somebody who's used our products and loved them and did a testimonial. And many of these are very emotional. People might have been in pain for years, and now the pain has been relieved. Maybe they're having trouble with sleeping. Now they sleep through the night. Whatever it is, many of these are very emotional. A lot of them showing people tears. That sells. That lets people realize that it's products that are worth checking out. So very important thing to have. Then Team We. Team We is Chris Bailey's team. A lot of them are out of Maryland and Washington, D.C. Chris is now out of Fort Lauderdale, Florida, living the life he always wanted to live because he's part of this business. Many of his team were at just a convention with us, and we had a ball. Then there's Zoom meetings on a daily basis, Mondays, Tuesdays, all the way to Saturdays. Gives you an idea of what we got going on. There's the address. Many of them, if they're in green, you can just click on it and it'll take you right to that link. It'll tell you the password, and it'll also tell you the IDs in case you want to join a different way. And it tells you where it's going to be, what time it's going to be, and these are all. Some of these are made for the African market. Some of them are from the U.S. market, but they're still really, really good. So if you wanted to see one of them, stay up late one night and watch them, that'd be great. Or many times these are copied on a video, and you can look and you can go into the groups, find that video, and watch it later on. So again, we try to make things so everybody around the world on our team can get the information if they want it. Last thing I want to do here, I want to slide over to YouTube. If you go to YouTube, this is all the videos that I've created. Every time I do a Monday with Dale, we make it into a YouTube video. Anytime there's any trainings, Super Saturdays, any of that kind of stuff, we try to get them on here. We have them on here with interviews with a lot of great leaders. We have them talking about strategic planning, about some describe different product lines that we have, back office training on how to train people once they sign up and how to get to their back office on their website so they can get all the information they need. So again, everything is here. And if you, we even break it down in playlists. You have it, we have some of it made into French. We got some showing just our guest appearances. We have some with Ukrainian subtitles, some with Swahili subtitles. We even have some with in here that are actually that were translated, so they are in Swahili, so you can hear somebody speaking Swahili. So again, this is just to make things as simple as possible for everyone. So let me get out of this. So that's that. And then just one last thing about communication. Jody Levanway puts out on many of the groups that we are part of. She puts out a list every night of what's going on the next day, so that you have another way to kind of keep up to date. Should there be like a corporate meeting that's just like our CEO does a corporate meeting once every month. It'll tell when that is, what time of day, when, all that kind of stuff. So we have bent over backwards to make sure that everyone can. I mean, you really got to work hard not to find the information. Let's put it that way. We beat you over the head with it. The meetings, we have this meeting every Monday. We have Adrian in South Africa has meetings Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. We have Super Saturdays every Saturday, every month. Usually the first Saturday of the month, but sometimes if it's too close to the beginning of the month, we might go to the second Saturday, but we post it all over so people will know. Super Saturdays, I think, are one of the most important things you can have. It's once a month. It's 90 minutes long. We're very strict about that. You usually have about 5 speakers, so you get to hear different ideas on how to build a business, different ideas on how to train your people, product trainings. There's all this stuff, and you hear it from some phenomenal speakers. And it breaks it up by having different people speak. It's not like listening to me just drone on like I'm doing now. Okay, so it's a great way to just learn a lot in a very short period of time. And if you're not excited when you leave that 90 minutes, we've either done something wrong or you weren't paying attention, because there's a lot of good information there. Last thing on meetings is just keep in mind that in March next March there's going to be a leadership mastermind. It's open to anybody who's a 25K affiliate or above. You only have to reach 25K once between now and then. And there are some other rules to it. So if you look in your back office, it'll talk to you about that. But again, it would be a great way for you to get a 3-day trip, all expenses paid, and meet all the other leaders in our company. Success rubs off success. So if you want to be successful, you got to rub shoulders with people who have already done it. I firmly believe in that. So that's that. Now we're going to get right to the nuts and bolts here. We want to talk a little bit about our convention. We just got back. Interesting flight home. I was on 2 different planes that broke down yesterday. So I left early in the morning and I got home at 1 o'clock this morning. So if I look like I'm a little tired, yeah, I am. A couple of things I want to say right off the bat before anybody asks. I know some of you are going to ask this. You're going to ask, okay, we got all these new products. When are they going to come to Africa? I don't know yet. Okay. If you go to your back office for your country and look, and they're there, then you're going to they're going to be available to you. But many of the things that were presented to us this last week aren't even going to be officially available to us until like the 4th of November. So it's going to take some time. Be patient, okay? But we're working hard to get stuff so it's everywhere around the world. I'm personally working hard as far as opening offices myself in several countries. I'm going to be putting in some revolving inventory for things that might be hard to get over there, so that we can continually give you everything you need to be successful. So please be patient with us, but I want to talk about our products. The first product I want to talk about is Beyond Healthy Chocolates. And again, when I go through all this, I'm just scratching the surface, guys. I'm just telling you enough so you'll dig into your back office and learn more. Okay. And I'll be honest with you, we just found this stuff out ourselves a few days ago. So although I took some great notes, there is only so much I know about these, and we'll learn more as we go. So the healthy chocolates, what I gleaned from that is there's several different types. We have one type of chocolate that's great for your heart health, and we have another which is called I had that written down. X Power Squares are good for heart and blood health, and the green colored ones called Exobiotic Squares, they're good for gut health. Okay, and anybody who's ever done any research on the way the body works, so goes your gut, so goes your body. You know, if you don't have the right mixture of probiotics in your gut, you're not going to feel well. You're not going to be at your optimum level. So keep that in mind when we're talking about this stuff. We also have a dark chocolate shake, which is a high antioxidant meal replacement, and we have XE Trim, which fires up the metabolism, increases your energy levels, increases your mood, and helps your microbiome, which is that gut. This particular one helps to promote normal blood sugar levels, supports the loss of stubborn belly fat. If anybody's seen me recently knows I could use that. Promotes alertness and mood function, and helps support normal gut health. So again, this is when we talk about healthy chocolate. Hey, what a better way to make sure you're healthy than eating chocolate? I don't know if you're that way, but I'm a chocoholic. You know, and my biggest problem after trying these is the fact of okay, I'm going to cut myself down to just one of these a day. Good thing they have the full shake meal to fill me up, because otherwise I'd probably be cheating. So again, this is the Beyond chocolates, and it's a phenomenal line, and I think we're going to be doing huge things with it. When it's going to come to Africa, we're not sure. Remember, with chocolate and stuff like that, we have to pay attention to outside problems like heat. You know, we got to make sure we don't have it in such an area where it's going to melt and things like that. So bear with us. We're going to try to get as much of this stuff over there as possible, but it's some of it's going to take some thinking to get it done. The next thing, Body Melt Total Wellness. Now, hey guys, I love this because it's a 30-day body program. Okay, the whole thing is set up so that you can it's not only the food that you need, but it's also going to have the support you need, and that's what I love. You know, there's a lot of organizations out there to give you support. There's a lot of organizations out there to give you the food, but there's not a lot of them out there that you know, some of them you can go to and meet once a week and stuff like this. But this type of support is support where you're going to be working with people from their company that will help you through, and you can be working with your own teams. Okay, so people you know, so you'll have your own friends helping you, help support you. So I think that's so important. Let me read a few things here I got here. The different parts to it. There's a plant-based protein shake, either chocolate or vanilla. Now, the key there was plant-based. Okay, many of the protein powders are whey powders, which means you're drinking some of what would be part of milk. Okay, and obviously there's going to be some repercussions there as far as some people with allergies, some people with that react unfavorably to whey at all. So ours is a plant-based protein shake, chocolate or vanilla. It's there's a high performance energy blend that goes with that. There's a burn, what they call burn metabolic blend. It's also going to be helping you as far as burning stuff. There's one called Body Melt Detox. This one really intrigued me when they were describing it, because before you can bring your body into a balanced situation to lose weight and to accept the good foods that you're taking in, you've got to clear the body out of all the toxins. Okay, and you know, they were talking. I remember they said that the average body can hold anywhere from 2 to 20 pounds of this material. So the detox certainly helps clean you out. Get a good laugh out of that at convention. But again, it detoxes you so that you're going to start with a good, clean body, so you can accept all the benefits of what we're doing. And that once you've done the detox, then our next step is we have both the micro prebiotic and probiotic, which is going to, again, assist in helping with that gut flora and helping you get to a point where you're starting off healthy. And then to add to that, once you've done all that and you got your system the way it should be, there's one of the other blend is called the Green Superfood Blend, which is a high concentration of vegetables. They were telling us that 90% of the people in the world don't get enough vegetables, and so their bodies are always craving for them. So we're going to have a product that's going to help along that line. This is a permanent lifestyle change. It's proven results. We had people there that have been on this program for some of them as short as 5 weeks. There was a gentleman there in 5 weeks lost 25 pounds. There were other people that were on the system for eight weeks, and people lost anywhere from 10 to one lady who lost 25 pounds. But again, it was not so much just the fact they lost weight, but you could tell them when they were out there walking and talking, they felt great. They felt healthy. They felt the best they've felt in years. And I took from what they said that many of these have been on many other diets, but they never got the positivity they got out of these products. So it's something you want to take into consideration. Clean ingredients. They said no, they weren't ever hungry afterwards. It's an easy to follow plan. They tell you exactly what to do. The support groups, they have support groups to start the 1st and the 15th of every month. And you can set that up to be just part of a support group, or you can bring all your friends on it and have, like I said before, have your friends on with you and create a really support group of friends and relatives. They have what they call a Facebook Body Melt group page, which can give you, again, ideas on how to do things. It has a program guide. It gives you recipes. It gives you a shopping list. That's great. So you know what the heck to get. It has exercise tips. And as I said before, you can gather your group together, lose weight, and build your business all at the same time. So it's a phenomenal program. I think of all the ones I saw, that's the one I'm probably going to be the most active in. But you can be as active in one or as many of these type of things that we're telling you about. The next one I'm not going to speak that much about. In fact, I'm going to ask somebody else to speak here in a minute. We have a line of cosmetics called Cosmecology. These are, again, as you might guess, I'm not an expert on makeup. So what I will tell you, what I learned is it's a clean. I just wrote a couple notes here. It's a complete clean makeup product line that protects the skin from harsh chemicals found in most other makeup lines. They showed a list of all the things that we allow in the United States in our makeups that the Europeans haven't allowed for years and years and years. So, I always think when we talk about the FDA and things like that, I always think of us being the country that's the most strict. But when it comes to makeups, we're not even close. And one of the founders of our company, Jenna, she was very tough on when they were developing these, because she says she has many skin problems as far as breakouts and stuff like that. If it didn't take care of those things, she just tossed them. She told them that, no, this is junk. Let's start over again. I talked to a couple of guys that worked with her, and they said, yeah, there were times we went on the back room and just banged our heads against the wall. We didn't even think we were ever going to be able to please her. But they came out with this complete line. There's 3 lines. There's a face product line called Aura. There's an eye products line called Soul, and there's a lip product line called Nova. At this point in time, I'd like to bring on Danielle, because I think you probably know a little bit more. You have more background in this than I do. Danielle, please unmute yourself and tell us not just about the makeup, but tell us about what your feelings were about convention. What did you come away with feeling?
Well, thank you, Dale, for asking me to talk, and welcome everybody. So I actually pulled up some notes because he was talking about the banning of certain ingredients. And I think numbers are really important for you guys to hear. So US bans 11 harmful ingredients. We have the standards of Europe. They ban 1,300. That is a lot of ingredients that you're not putting on your face. So for me particularly, I've tried most expensive brands. I've tried the cheapest just because could not think, I mean, to spend, $50 on a bottle of makeup that's going to go on your face for only a couple hours is kind of hard to juggle, so then you go with a cheaper one. Well, I would break out. It would drip down my face. It would be in my eyelids. Like I just couldn't find anything. And I went to what convention, obviously, and they had the makeup set up there for us to try. The lady, well, actually I did it myself. I put one tiny drop on a little sponge, and it covered my face beautifully. And it stayed on. We went out that night. It stayed on. When I got back to the room, it looked like I just applied it. So it's pretty amazing, the makeup, ladies, for who on here. But my experience with the convention, I just have to kind of piggyback on Dale. The community that it's amazing. Oh my God. It warms my heart to know half of the people that I met, I'm not even connected with, and I connected with them. Like we're all there for the same reason. We all want each other to succeed. And it's amazing. It's the legends that you can meet, that you see on Zoom, or people who are, that Dale has on his Mondays with Dale, and they're speaking and you see them on a screen. There is nothing like actually putting your hand against their hand and meeting them, because they're just as genuine as you. Like they just want the same things. And it was awesome. I came home and I had to fill my husband in, and he's just like, whoa. I was like, I'm sorry. I'll take it day by day. I'll fill you in a little here and a little there. But I guess the easiest way I can explain it is I'm excited to go back next year. I plan on big things are going to be happening this year for me. And I wrote it down just as a goal. I know it's going to happen. It reminds me of back when I was a kid and I'd want to do something. My parents would say, no, you want to jump off the rock. Probably don't do that. It's not safe. And as a kid, you're thinking, well, why not? Well, then you go to convention because you hear all these leaders like to be there in person. Well, why? Like we're on Zoom. Like I see you, you see me, we're talking, but to be there, it is so different. Like as a parent now, I'm telling my kids, don't jump off the rock. You have to be there. You have to be in person, see what they're doing. Josh and Jen are amazing. This company is not going anywhere, and we're going to be doing some great things.
Oh, thank you, Danielle. It was so much fun. It was so much fun having you guys there. And you're right. I watched you blossom. I watched you meet people that you didn't know before, and I could tell that the connections were just coming fast and furious. And the great thing about that is once you get that kind of connection, when you have a bad day in network marketing, and if you don't have those connections and you're thinking about quitting, and every great network marketer in the world has always said they almost quit a dozen times. But when you have all these people you've met that you feel like are family, you won't quit because you feel like you're letting them down. Or the fact is, if I quit, I'll never see these wonderful people again. So you get through that bad day, and the next day turns out to be a great day. So it's just an amazing time, and it happened. It's so intense because it all happens in 3 days. So but I think one of you said today, I think maybe Ben, you, Danielle, said you struggle this morning waking up not seeing everybody. It's
yeah.
And it makes you want to do things like, okay, who wants to wait a year? We got that mastermind coming up in March. Let's get everybody up to 25K so you can go to that. So
I think, and someone wrote, are the chocolates good for kids under 5? So what I'll tell you, what I'm going to do is, so I have a child who has always had, she's been on medication. She's had a difficult time going to the bathroom. Well, the green bag is one little chocolate square, you guys, equals 1 pound of spinach. 1 pound of spinach. So she absolutely loves it. I gave her a little piece. So, I mean, I'm going to do what a parent would do and probably ask the doctor, but I don't see there's nothing in it that's going to harm them. It's all natural. It's good ingredients. So I'm going to start off giving her maybe like a quarter or half, maybe once every other day, just to kind of help her. So I would say, yes, it's good for kids because there's nothing in there that's going to harm them, but kind of don't give them a whole square at first, like in moderation for sure.
Sure.
Just my advice.
Because it's a probiotic type thing. It's similar to eating yogurt, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
But with the beautiful addition of the stuff, all the benefits of chocolate. You know, we all think of chocolate as being kind of a one of those necessary evils type thing that we love. But there is a lot of benefits to chocolate, a tremendous amount of benefits.
So I walked up to a gentleman, so the guy that actually created this chocolate, because I had a lady who was like, well, I can't eat chocolate, I have allergies, who messaged me. So I asked him, I said, so what's the difference between, your chocolate and normal chocolate? And he had a few things he had to say. And he said, well, if you think you have allergies or think this chocolate isn't for you, your best bet is to just try moderation, because what they do in other chocolates is they burn it. They burn and they kill it, and they take away all the good stuff. This chocolate's not burnt, it's not killed, and you're actually getting the good ingredients that you need for, whatever it's going to target. So, just so people know that too. I don't know if anyone on here has any allergies or anything, but he said he likes to test people. Go ahead, try it.
Sure. I mean, he even talked about, was it colitis he had? He had some sort of a stomach ailment. Yeah. He had for years and years and years. He started, when he first got in his business, he started taking the chocolate, and over a period of time, he was able to get out of all of his other medications and hasn't had problems in years. So it's a very, very fantastic product.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to say about convention?
Oh, I'll just leave it as this. We can sit here and there's absolutely no words that can describe the feeling of being there and seeing everybody and just experiencing it all in one. So I wish there was this big word that everyone could just be like, okay. But I hope to see you all there. If not in March, hopefully next convention, because I'll be waiting.
Your body language tells us as much as what you said. I can see how sincere you are. So that's fantastic. Thank you. I'm gonna just talk about one more product line, and then I'm gonna bring somebody else on here. So again, the cosmetics is going to be, for many people, they think that's going to be a game changer. I think our CEO Josh believes that the weight loss is going to be the one that's going to take off, like our CBD line did. And I think Jenna, his wife, thinks it's going to be the makeup. So hopefully they're both right. I think there's a lot of future for both of them. We also added a Mantra Spa line, which is another line, a line that includes essential oils. And this is a full line. I'm a guy, but this one caught my attention, because it's got a body wash, it's got a body scrub. If I understand it correctly, the body scrub is like got sugar particles in it that you rub, and it rubs off your body. And I'm oversimplifying this thing, I know, but again, you get rid of all the old dead material and everything like that. When you get all done, you're going to feel like $1 million. And then you have the body lotion and the body butter afterwards. So it is, it's just a combination of treating yourself the way that for ladies, it's something you've probably done before. But I'm amazed how many guys I talk to that have started some sort of a skin regime and won't ever stop. I mean, I grew up. I'm at the age. I'm at one of those guys at the age where when I was growing up, we were supposed to be men's men. You didn't do that kind of stuff. But as I've gotten older and care less about what people think, I try a lot of these things, and they are amazing. So, Tina, I'd love to hear about what you had about convention and what you thought of this spa line.
Boy, Dale, thanks for inviting me on. The spa line, all I have to say about that is it's priced right for everybody to be able to use. I was glad they showed us that. For me, I can't wait till November, switching everything out in my showers because for one thing, the exfoliant, you're going to use a lot less product on your body if you exfoliate. Why waste good lotion on dead skin? So that sugar scrub that Jenna was talking about and rubbing it all over her body, she didn't even, when she was talking on stage, she didn't even say she added moisturizer. Her skin felt like it was already moisturized. I'm super excited about that. So yeah, I can't wait till November. I can't believe they announced that and now we have to wait. But I'm excited. And Dale, the other thing I just wanted to mention while you had me on here was a couple of years ago when we went to convention, I went by myself, which is a huge mistake. I learned a ton, but try to come back and convey that like Danielle was trying to express to her husband what she learned. He's never going to get it. You have to be there in person. And this year, my husband went with me and I can't even believe it because I thought for sure he would make excuses. He broke his back years ago. And so sitting for him is a big deal. He never got up out of his seat. On the second day, he was bugging me that we were going to be late. He didn't want to be late to convention. And he sat there riveted by all of the speakers. And now I have a partner to talk about stuff with. I'm going to try not to get emotional, but it was amazing to have him there by my side. And now the support that he's going to give me, he already was supportive, but now it's completely different. We are so excited.
It's so good you said that because did you notice that many of the people that get up there to speak, the big leaders, it's a husband and wife affair.
Yeah.
You had the Parkers. You had a couple of the other couples that were there. Even though Candace goes up by herself, her husband she's a 500K affiliate. Her husband's a 100K affiliate. Wow. There's nothing like getting your spouse there and having that you watch them and they get that aha moment when they go, okay, I get it now, and now you have a support team right under your roof, and there's nothing like that. So yeah. I'm so glad you brought that up. And I was picking on you guys, Tina and Danielle. You guys, I've never seen two people that have talked to each other on Zoom and stuff, but actually never met each other in person. And you just the way you kind of joked, it's like you were a pair of sisters that had been living next to each other for years. So that's watching that from you and watching it from some of Chris Bailey's teams that did the same thing. We had a lady there while she was there, her mom passed away, and she wrote on a couple of message boards. She couldn't have had a better support network from her own family she got from the people at the convention. So it's inspiring to me. It's just incredible. Well, I'll keep on going here because what time we got? We're running short of time. The next thing I want to talk about, well, actually the last thing I want to talk about here, one of the last things is we're shown a thing called CoinZoom, okay? Which is going to be part of our AkashX company. And they're going to do away with the DigiBank. And I was a little bummed because I just barely got all hooked up with DigiBank, but this is better. This has a Visa card like DigiBank did. But the great thing about this one is and all the rest of them around the world, where if you have your money in, if you're working on a cryptocurrency type thing, you've got to, if you want to use your credit card as a debit card for your crypto, you first got to go in and you've got to take the crypto money and you've got to decide how much you need, and you've got to change it into another currency. And then once you do that, then you got to transfer the money. And it's a pain in the butt. It really is. With this, the company takes care of everything. So you use your Visa card just like you'd normally use a Visa debit card. And the company takes care of converting whatever you want it from. If you set it up so it's coming from your cash account, it'll come from your cash account. If you wanted it to come from your one of your cryptocurrencies, It'll come from that cryptocurrency. It'll come from wherever you want it to come from, but that'll be the way it is. And it'll just spend the amount of money that you need out of that cryptocurrency. You know, in other words, you might be going somewhere, well, I might spend $500 where I'm going, so I'll pull 500 out, and then you only spend 200. Now you got 300 you got to decide what to do with. This keeps all the money where it belongs. And if it's, and not only are you getting the cryptocurrency, the stuff that stays there is appreciating when it appreciates, but you're also getting paid a interest rate for having it in there. And that's that. And then there's credits you get for purchases from 1% to 5%. That goes into basically what they call a Zoom coin, which is another cryptocurrency, and you'll be getting credits back on that. And that eventually, that's just, it's in an infancy stage right now. So that's eventually going to take off, we hope. And when it does, you're going to have this cryptocurrency that you got just by spending the money you normally would spend anyway. And you can pay just about everything with this card. I mean, the lady that was describing it said she hadn't figured out a way to pay her mortgage yet, but she paid most everything else. So I can go into this a little deeper, but the big thing, I don't want to confuse everybody. I'll just go down through a little bit of it. And trust me, I am no expert on this. We were just shown this the other day. I haven't had a chance to get in the back office and really learn that much about it, but it's going to, with the Visa card that they're using, it's accepted at 53 million merchants worldwide. You can spend Bitcoin or 40 other cryptocurrencies like cash. You can earn crypto, as I said before, on every swipe of your card, up to 5%. We have a part that's called ZoomMe, which is a free peer-to-peer transfer for both crypto and US currency, which is going to be fantastic because, guys, sometimes when I'm working with an African market and I want to help somebody in the African market transfer money and stuff like that, it's really a pain from the United States. But now with this, I'm going to be able to do it, push a button, and it's going to happen instantly. The people that were doing the presentation, they literally took one full Bitcoin, $65,000 worth of Bitcoin, and he transferred it to his wife's account. And then she jokingly said she wasn't going to give it back, but she did. She pushed another button and it went right back in his account. And we watched it live on the screen. So we saw it be pulled out and then be put back in. And it happened that quick, just like bang. Cross-border transfers to anywhere in the world. That's going to be so handy for us guys. ZoomMe instant withdrawal from any debit card in over 200 countries. Another great thing about this is we're going to be able to use this for My Daily Choice as a new payout option globally. Many of you in Africa, we have really struggled at times to find the best way to get you your pay, whether it be you're putting it into your bank account, putting it into your M-Pesa account, whatever. It seems like country to country, one country will say, yes, we can do this and this. We go try to do it in the next country, and they say no. We're going to have another way to be able to get you paid. And there's nothing more important than that for me, because believers are the ones that get paid. You go out there, you do your job, you earn your commissions, the company pays them, and you instantly get them. That fires you up. So again, that one's got me. I think that's what's got me the most excited. Completely free setup for this. There's a CoinZoom bonus pool for anybody who's an AkashX executive. Okay, anything that's done worldwide with a AkashX and through this company, any of that money is going to go. Some of it's going to go into a pool, and everybody who is an executive in AkashX is going to get a monthly payback, a rebate kind of thing. And they were just showing, they were showing an example, and one of the examples, the example showed people getting back $100. Well, that might be too high, it might be too low, who knows? But when it's costing you $149 a month to be part of this whole program, and if you get back $100, again, it's not, the program itself is not going to cost you that much. Again, as I told you, you can earn interest on your money up to about 7.5%. And it's, to me, I think it's a great program. Can I totally explain it to you right now? Can I totally stand behind it? No, because I haven't had the time since we got home to go through the whole thing. But having listened to the whole thing, as many people told me, he said, the way it's designed, it's kind of idiot proof. I mean, why wouldn't you want to have your money where it was making the most money for you on a day-to-day basis? And the only time that money goes out of it is when you spend it, and it goes out live. So again, I think it's going to be a great program. I think I talked to a few of my people in certain parts of Africa, and they were very excited about it. Last thing I want to talk about is just let you know, our Hemp Mama line, which again isn't in Africa yet, but I think because it's something we don't really have to get approved, because you don't take it internally and things like that. I believe we're going to have it available very soon. They just added a complete new line of styles, and they're adding more styles all the time. The designer that does this does all of her stuff. He was there. You got to walk around and chat with him, and he's been. It's funny because he was an advocate of hemp products long before most anybody else was, and he could never get anybody to listen to what he wanted to do until we came along, until MDC came along, and so he is just bubbling over with joy that he's getting to do what he's always wanted to do, and I think we're just the beginning of all the different things we're going to do with our hemp clothing line. So I realize that's a lot to hit you with. I realize we just scratched the surface on it. Hopefully you just felt from what we were talking about today that you said, hey, I want to have that kind of an emotional feeling from coming to convention, and you all set the goals now to be there next year. Okay. I set a personal goal in front of many of the people that are here right now, that my goal for next year at our next annual convention, I want 1,000 people from Africa to be there. And I'm not talking about other people's teams. I'm talking about my team. And that's my goal. I'm stating it right now, a year in advance. So I own it. I own that statement, and I'm going to try my best to make it happen. So let's go from here. If the products aren't being sold in your country, be patient with us. If they are, if you see as they start coming on, look in your back office and see if any of them are on there yet. If they are, then learn about them and start promoting them. If they aren't, do whatever you have to do to go on YouTube, go on our MDC's Facebook channel, whatever you have to do to learn about them. So when they finally are there, you've already made yourself somewhat of an expert on it, so you can hit the ground running. So having said all that, we're about out of time. Let me just see if there's any questions anybody had. Let's see anything right off there. Guys, have a great week. Remember that I love every one of you. There's nothing I want more than to see every one of you succeed. And if there's a reason you're not succeeding because I haven't helped you in a certain way, I can't do it unless you ask me. So make sure you reach out to me. I'll be glad to help you, whether it be help you myself, point you in the right direction, whatever it takes for us to help you succeed. Because there's nothing I want more than be able to go to convention next year and watch as many people as possible on my team walk across that stage and succeed. That's why I do this, above and beyond anything else. So having said all that, guys, have a great week, and I will see you next Monday. I'll let you know who my new guest speaker will be, but I'll make sure I find somebody fun. All right, take care, everyone.
Thanks, Dale. Thanks, Tina. Thanks, Danielle.
Bye-bye. Thanks for coming on.